The game may not have been a Van Gogh, but the end was pretty thrilling. Alabama taken out by Michigan as the Wolverines survived to move into the national championship game. Three big takeaways here. Number one, neither team played its best football game. Miscues all over the place. The special team for the Wolverines was a disaster all day long. There were 8 fumbles in this game between the two squads. Low snaps, mishandled punt returns. Just overall pretty sloppy on both sides, which is a rarity for certainly a Nick Saban coach team, but also the number one team in the country, the Wolverines. Which meant with every swing in momentum or change of the field based on a big play one way or the other, there was going to be one moment that flipped everything or broke it open. Number two, that moment that broke it open, one was a mistake, one was a conversion. We'll start with the conversion. Most people will point to the 4th and 2 on that game-tying drive by the Wolverines as the moment that everything flipped. It's 20-13, Bama has a touchdown lead, Michigan has the football, and it's a 4th and 2 from their own 33-yard line. 3 minutes and change remain. If the Wolverines do not get this conversion, the game is probably over. Alabama takes over, already up 7. Short field, 3 minutes to go. And that's when J.J. McCarthy hits Blake Corum out of the backfield. A big gain. They had the illegal block in the back on that, but nonetheless moves the chains, keeps the drive going, and eventually the Wolverines would tie things up. So it's a great conversion. It's such resiliency by Michigan, and got to give them credit because that drive was about McCarthy. It was about Blake Corum. It was about the play calling by Michigan's offensive coaching staff. Big time drive, big time moment. But I'm going to turn it back 2 drives because for Alabama, missed opportunity allowed for this to happen. Third quarter was a feeling out affair, a lot of field position, a lot of punts. Down 13-10, finally Bama puts together that touchdown drive, makes it 17-13. They force Michigan to go 3 and out. Couple of incomplete passes, almost no time has elapsed off the clock. Now Michigan's defense has got to go back out of the field. Bama takes over, 1st and 10 from their 33-yard line. Milroe completes a pass 13 yards. Okay, now the momentum's going for Alabama. 1st and 10 from near midfield. That's when Jalen Milroe tucks it and runs on 1st and 10. He's a couple of yards beyond the line of scrimmage, and he gets stripped. Fumble! Michigan recovers. I thought right there, even though on that ensuing drive, Michigan got no points, they missed the field goal. I thought that fumble by Jalen Milroe really opened things up for the Wolverines, because had Bama gone down the field and scored a touchdown there, it would have made it 24-13 midway through the 4th quarter. With the way Michigan's offense was plodding along, were they going to come back down 11 in the 4th? I don't think so. I think that's where the game could have gotten away from the Wolverines, and Milroe coughed it up, and that stopped that freight train of momentum that Bama had. That's the real turning point. The Milroe fumble, that's the real turning point. Thirdly, the Rose Bowl is amazing. For all of us caught in cold climates in January, every single New Year's Day, we have that beautiful Southern California sunshine, the sunset of the 4th quarter, the shadows, the gorgeous green grass. I mean, it's just perfect. And it's so depressing that the NFL's equivalent of that gives us none of it. SoFi Stadium, home of the Rams, obviously looks fantastic. But we've got a roof, we've got artificial turf. I know it's open air, but it just feels like it looks like it's a dome. It gives you none of the ambiance, none of the beautiful aesthetics of the Rose Bowl. But I mean, what can $5.5 billion get you anymore these days? Think of all the gorgeous moments throughout Rose Bowl history and Super Bowl history. John Stallworth hauling in Terry Bradshaw bombs. LT swarming on top of John Elway. Michael Irvin, catch, turn, touchdown. Never going to happen again in the NFL. Now we get to watch a game that looks like it's played in a warehouse. Hey, thanks, NFL. Michigan's moving on to its first ever college football playoff national championship game. And now we get to ask whether Harbaugh will ride off into the sunset and take an NFL job if they win a national championship. To be continued. Subscribe for more videos like this by clicking on this button right here. I'm DA, Damon Amendolara. We'll see you next time.